I'd be remiss to go against Pereira. Like, the dude is so consistent, so consistent.
Yeah.
Now, in their first pairing, I had Jiri because I thought the unorthodox strikes were going to lend itself to great effect against Pereira, and they did. Yeah. Until Pereira knocked him out. Okay. I think the same thing. I think Jiri's unorthodox strikes are going to land on Pereira. The thing is, though, Pereira's just consistent. He's so consistent. Yeah. He's such a safe bet. And Pereira, like in the stand-up world, I don't think anyone gets close to him. Dude's fought hurt. Dude's been in deep waters. Like, he understands the striking game to such a degree. I think it's so hard to count him out against anyone if there's going to be striking involved. So, yeah, I'm going to lean towards Pereira just because of how consistent he is, just because of how dangerous he is.
I think that very orthodox, very patient, very dangerous style of Pereira is going to be too good for Jiri. He's, you know, he doesn't respect leg kicks. He kind of, his guard's all over the place. Sometimes that is, you know, suitable. Sometimes that really throws someone off. But I think with Pereira, he's so calculated, he's so composed. He's not going to get drawn into like all this sort of hands all over the place stuff. You know, he's going to chip away at his legs, and his calf kicks are deadly. You know, a few of those are fight enders. You know what I mean? I know Jiri is like as mentally tough as anyone, and you know he's going to power through that and kind of outwill it and ignore it and all that. But yeah, I'm going to go with Pereira again in that. And I think a knockout as well. I think Pereira scores a knockout. And maybe more convincingly. It won't be like a controversial. Probably chip away calf kicks, break him down, and then start lining him up with shots up top.
Later, he takes his time. He picks his shots. He chips away at the calves and all the rest of it. Jiri's the flip side. Jiri's a madman. Jiri is a samurai. Black magic or not, he's going to go right at Alex Pereira and turn it into a barn burner straight away. Because that's the only way the man fights. He only knows one speed, right? The man's got a chin. Don't worry about that. Don't think he hasn't got a chin. And he has got massive, massive knockout power. And he does also have the threat of a takedown. If he goes for a takedown, the head has got to be on the inside. He went for a double leg. The head was on the outside here. That allows the elbows. What am I saying? Saturday night when the dust settles, when it is all over, Jiri Prochazka will be the light heavyweight champion of the world. Oh yeah, bet your bottom dollar. I'm willing to put money on that. Right? Not because I underestimate Alex Pereira. It's because I have a lot of faith in Jiri Prochazka. I believe he can take the shots, and this man has been on a mission, right? The fight with Alexander Rakic and the way that he lives his life, the success that has come his way, and he's been training the whole time.
But guess what? Now, Pereira, 2 belts, one of the most popular fights in the whole MMA community, a guy that everybody loves, rescuing UFC 300 and now UFC 303 in a short amount of time. How much money this motherfucker is making, my brother? I think at least 5 million plus pay-per-view points. That's a lot of money. That's a good money, especially if you're not supposing to fight and then you got a call. He's always training. If you look his YouTube channel, he's always training. Even though he was traveling, he's going to be sharp, he's going to be ready. And Prochazka, in the other hand, is a warrior, a very good fighter to watch. But on the striking, I think Alex Poatan is way better than him. We saw him fight against Rakic, and he's too wild, brother. He's too wild. So that's why I think that fight is not gonna go the 5 rounds. I see Alex Poatan knocking Prochazka out.
Who knows? I still think the best fight on 303, by far, is Ian Machado Gary and Michael Venom Page. I do. Alex Pereira, Jiri, short notice. They fought before. Great fight. Jiri had a lot of success early on in that fight, ended up losing. Does he have ways to win? Absolutely. If those guys fight 10 times, Alex beats him 9 out of 10 times. Jiri has too many issues with his defense and his mannerisms and his tendencies to beat a technician and a world-class striker like Alex Pereira. Can he beat him? Yep. Can he beat him on Saturday? Absolutely. Can he do it consecutively? No. No chance. He has too many holes. And one of my favorite fighters. First team, all violence. that fighting style, even though he became champ, I just don't think you can have that reckless style and hold the belt consecutively.
Could that catch Pereira by surprise? Yeah, for sure. Has Pereira seen that? Probably. I'm sure, you know, even with Izzy will give you a lot of different looks and throw different attacks off there. So I'm sure he's seen things like this through so many boxing, kickboxing matches. I'm sure he's seen probably a lot more than Jiri has. You know, no one does what Jiri does as good as Jiri does though, right? Because that's his game. He's very dangerous. Again, I like both dudes. I like Jiri as well. I think I'm gonna have to go. I picked Pereira last time. I think it's going to be the same. I think it's going to be exciting. They're both going to hit each other. They're both going to crack each other. You might even see both of them getting wobbled. Or you might even see Alex Pereira get wobbled, then he ends up finishing the fight. Or I think it might be that type of fight for sure. But I'm going to have to go with Alex Pereira. It's 5 rounds. I'm going finish. Obviously, I'm going KO. I'm not going submission. You know, there's only way it could be a submission, I'd say Jiri, because even if it went to the ground with Alex Pereira, he's going to punch your head through the canvas. Jiri might, you know, if he does a bit of control, if he does get into the match, he will look for submissions. So, you know, if it goes to the ground, the only submission I'll see is on Jiri's side, not Alex Pereira's. He's going to be going for the punches. So I'm going to go KO, TKO, KO, Alex Pereira.
This is an interesting fight still. I like to see it, even on short notice.
What do you think will be different?
The approach from both fighters will be different because they both know what could happen. Alex knows he can get taken down and controlled, and Jiri knows he can get knocked out. But also Alex knows he can get touched and hurt by Jiri, and
Jiri needs to be more mindful of his entries.
Yeah, especially when you hurt him, or if you think you have a moment. Don't rush, just take your time. It'll come. Alex can surprise him as well. If Jiri takes him down, Alex can surprise him with some new shit on the ground that he's been working on.
What do you think the pace of this rematch would be? More calculated?
Yeah, more calculated.
Slower?
Because also they're taking this on short notice. They're both relatively fit, but again, you can get 5-round fit, man. That's the one. I know short notice for 5-round fit. That's crazy. Someone's gonna die. That's the mindset. That either he finishes me or I finish him. That's the mindset you have to have if you're taking a short notice fight, 5 rounds. Because holding on for 5 rounds and you're not fit, I'm telling you, it's bad time, bad as hell. So you just have to go in there and just be like, right. Either he dies or I dies. So who's gonna try and kill who in this fight? I'm gonna go Jiri, because we're the chosen few. But also, I think he might have learned from his mistake, because people don't understand. And also, it makes things interesting. He beats him, then it's a trifecta. And I won't be the only one to knock this guy out. And it'll be like, oh wow. I'm gonna go Jiri, and I'm gonna go by 3rd round or 4th round finish.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel.